welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Haley and I am a Seattle-based flight attendant for a major US airline. I am working 5 days in a row. I leave on Saturday and today is Thursday, so my first trip is a 3-day and then it's followed by a 2-day right after. Let me kind of give you the rundown of what I'm flying and then what my game plan is, because I'm hoping to come home for one night in between trips, but we will see. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. So here's what I'm flying. On Saturday, I work one leg to Atlanta from Seattle, and then I lay over in Atlanta for 15 hours, and then I work 3 legs the next day, and I do a Baltimore turn. So that means I'll just fly from Atlanta to Baltimore, then Baltimore back to Atlanta. I fly from Atlanta to Fort Lauderdale, and then I will lay over in Fort Lauderdale for 16 hours, and then the next day I just have one flight home from Fort Lauderdale to Seattle. It's really not a bad trip. However, if you're not in the aviation industry, you know this, but if you are, then you know this well. But we went through a massive IT outage on like a global scale. A lot of businesses were affected by this, but especially the airlines, and especially my airline. So we've been playing catch up for the last like week, and I don't think things are completely back to normal yet, but I'm a little bit worried with me flying into Atlanta because that's our hub, and I just have a feeling that the moment that I fly in, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna get rerouted, my trip's gonna change, or just something. I think that the odds of that happening are pretty high. On the 29th, I get back to Seattle at like 9:35, and then I'm gonna catch the 10 o'clock flight back to Spokane. My plan is to drop off one of my suitcases because I'm gonna bring 3 bags for this 3-day trip. I don't really need 3 bags for the Anchorage red eye, so I'm gonna plan on dropping a bag or 2 off, probably repacking, and then I'm gonna end up sleeping for most of that day since I do work all throughout the night. I don't have to be in Seattle until like 7:20 p.m. so I'm gonna plan on sleeping most of the day and then commute over at like 5 or 6 o'clock, and then I work the Anchorage red eye, and that's a fun one. It's a tiring one, but we leave at 9:18 and then we arrive in Anchorage at 11:50 p.m. and then we go back an hour because Alaska is in a different time zone. We leave at 1:01 a.m. from Anchorage back to Seattle, and then we land at like 5:30 a.m. So the nice thing about Anchorage and flying to Alaska is that we do get international pay because we cross the ocean, but there is no Wi-Fi on that flight, which is not bad, but I'll just have a book downloaded for me to read while I'm on the plane. Sometimes it can be really boring to work red eyes, so I always try to bring my iPad on those trips so that I can read. That is the game plan. Again, I don't leave until Saturday and it's Thursday. I did want to start off the vlog here, and I'll probably start packing today, and then tomorrow I think I'm going to meal prep just so that my food is a little bit more fresh, and I really haven't even thought about what I want to bring for food yet. So that's the plan. But right now I'm just hanging out at home, but I haven't worked in like a week, and I was supposed to work on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I had 8 days, and then I ended up having to call out sick because I had an appendicitis scare and sat in the emergency room for like 6 hours on Sunday, or on Saturday. So, and the doctors thought that it was like an early sign of an appendicitis, so they said to not work and to keep watching it, and if I felt any pain to go back. I feel better now, but that was really scary, like leaving the emergency room and not having any idea of like what was wrong. Like they sent me away with, oh, it could be an early appendicitis or it could be this, and so now I just think that I have like an infection. All the lymph nodes in that area are enlarged, and my appendix was enlarged, and so I've just been taking it easy. And anyway, I think I'm gonna go start packing and getting some of my stuff together. I'm going to start getting my clothes together and kind of start packing, and how I do it for trips is a lot different than how I do it for 8 days. Obviously it makes things so much easier to plan when you know where you're going versus on 8 days. Base my packing off of 2 things. One, how long I'm at the hotel for, and where the hotel is located. So I'm going to take you through my trip and kind of just talk through the process. I landed in Atlanta the first night at 12:53 a.m. I'm not going to have time to go out and do anything that night because I won't even get back to my hotel until probably 1:30, 2 a.m. Just pajamas for the first night. We get to Fort Lauderdale at 12:47 a.m. So again, won't get back to my hotel until probably 1:30 or 2 a.m. So pajamas. And then we do not leave Fort Lauderdale until probably about 5 o'clock. So I do have a little bit of time that next morning. But I did look at the hotel and it does have a nice gym and it does have a pool. So we could work out set for the gym that morning. And then I also will bring a swimsuit and a cover up of some sort just so I can go and lay out. So I'm just bringing the 2 uniforms, a swimsuit and a cover up, a workout set. That's it. And then I will be coming back that night to switch out my suitcase for the Anchorage red-eye turn. So that's all I'm going to be packing for my 3-day trip. For the swimsuit cover up, I just have this Guns N' Roses oversized like white tee, and I'm gonna pair it with a pair of light wash jean shorts, basic green swimsuit. And then for my workout set, I have these biker shorts, just this basic white sports bra. I have a pair of socks to go with that. And then I don't even want to show you these because they're so dirty, but I have this pair of pink Nike Air tennis shoes that I'll wear as well. And then for my pajamas, I have this cute little set from Nordstrom. I believe Nordstrom. I actually also have my 2 uniforms, but they are both dirty right now, so I need to go hand wash them. So here's all my stuff on my bed. I was looking for my little pink packing cube, but then I realized that I don't have a pair of shoes to wear to the pool, so I'm just gonna pack these. These are my brown Steve Madden sandals, and I wear them quite often. I just put everything in this packing cube, and then I also packed my like underwear, an extra bra or 2, and extra socks in here. And right down here I have my empty suitcase, so I'm gonna just add that packing cube, and then I'll add that packing cube. And honestly, I'll just leave this here for the next like day or 2. Pack my bathroom stuff and toiletries and any hair tools probably morning of, just because I still have to use those things over the next couple of days. But I have my clothes in here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go and wash my uniforms right now. So here's one of them. I think I'm gonna turn this vlog into a week in my life. Originally it was supposed to be just a like prep with me for a 5-day trip, but I'm feeling really motivated to vlog and pick up my camera, so I'm gonna take you through a week in my life as a flight attendant. And I know I'm not working for the next 2 days, but I think it'd be kind of fun, or not, for you to see what I do outside of being a flight attendant. It is so cold in my house right now. The AC is on and I'm freezing, so I just put on a sweatshirt. But I'm gonna go ahead and unload the dishwasher right now. This is the current situation. The dishes are all done, and now that I have some free time, I think I'm gonna watch a YouTube video. One of my favorite Disney content creators just posted a video earlier today, and so I think I'm gonna watch that and then just relax, probably drink the rest of my Celsius that I've opened at like 10 this morning. I'm waiting for my roommate to come back so we can go to the gym because he's at work right now. Meet the Bingus. Hi, girl. What you doing? Watch her. Do you want a treat? Okay, ready? Okay, hold on. Ready? Come here. Okay. You're a good kitty. Before I go and sit down and watch some TV, I have some chicken here. I'm gonna pull out one of these. We went to Costco yesterday and got just a bunch of different items, and so I don't really know what we're doing for dinner yet tonight, but I figured I could just pull one of these out, and then if we want to use it tonight, we can, and then if we don't end up using it, I can just use it for my meal prep tomorrow. I got my chicken breast and I'm going to let it thaw in the fridge. My gym outfit today is a little bit Halloween. Pre-workout. Good morning. I just finished my breakfast. It was so yummy. It was bacon, egg, and cheese on sourdough with a little bit of sriracha mayo. I ended up sleeping in major today because I got such a bad night of sleep last night. I had a horrible headache and I took ibuprofen and it just didn't really help at all. So I was up, I think, once every hour with just like a raging headache, and I even woke up with one. It is so nice outside today, so I think I'm gonna go and tan in our yard because I wanted to yesterday. The wind blew all the smoke in from the fires, and so it was really smoky, and I just didn't really want to be out in that. And I made a nail appointment for 5:15 tonight because I need to get these done. You probably can't see them too well, but my nails are really grown out, so I want to get those done, or I'm getting those done tonight at 5:15. And then I decided that I'm going to do like a fajita, either a bowl or just fajitas and tortillas. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna use that chicken I got out yesterday and I'm going to marinate it. And I made the marinade and I don't have lime juice, and so I'm gonna go to the store and grab limes and bell peppers, and then I'm gonna come back and let that start marinating. I have my chicken all in this bag and I just cut it up into little strips, and then I'm going to pour my marinade in to the bag and let it sit for a couple of hours. And I don't have the lime juice yet. I'm about to go to the store, but I'm just gonna start it now and then I'll add the lime juice when I come back, just so that I can get the process going. But here is the marinade. It's just like a basic fajita marinade recipe that I found online. morning. I just woke up. It's 10:47 a.m. right now, and I need to leave at 11:30. So I'm gonna get ready really quick and head out the door. My makeup is all done, and now I'm going to pack up the rest of my bag. I have all of my makeup sitting right there, and then I'm going to pack my lunch bag. And I'm trying to be quiet because people are still sleeping. It's 11:43 and I'm about to leave for the airport, and it is so hot today. I'm kind of bummed because I feel like if I were here in town, we'd probably be going out on a boat or something because it's so warm, but I need to work. I have not worked in over a week. The normal lot was full today that I normally park in, and so now I have to walk all the way to the terminal. Park out here on the boonies.
Crash check, stand by for call. Streaming into my best. Now before we take off, please be sure, keep back, or
I just made it to Seattle, and I kid you not, the moment that I stepped off the plane, crew scheduling called me and they delayed my flight to Atlanta. So now instead of leaving at 5:15, we don't leave until 7:15. Do you want me to grab it for you? Great. Just boarded the plane. We did all of our safety checks, and now we're just waiting to get passengers on. We were on a maintenance delay, so that's why we had that 2-hour delay, but we are ready to go now. Hey you guys, we made it to Atlanta, and it's currently 3:50 in the morning. Like I said, it is like now it's 4 a.m. here. We were supposed to leave tonight at 5 p.m. from Seattle to go to Atlanta, and I remember, I think I told you guys, but I got off of my commuting flight from Spokane, and crew scheduling immediately called me and said, hey, you're on a delayed flight, like you're not leaving until 7 p.m. now. And I didn't realize, but they changed the flight numbers, and so, but we were still going to Atlanta. So apparently what happened was there was a flight this morning at 7 a.m. that was supposed to leave to go to Atlanta from Seattle, and it ended up delaying for 12 hours because of a maintenance issue. And so they pulled us off of the 5 p.m. flight and put us onto that, technically that 7 a.m. flight that wasn't leaving until 7 p.m. because that original crew had timed out and they needed a different crew to work it. So they pulled us off of the 5 p.m. flight and put us on that other flight that was supposed to go out like way earlier in the day. So when we got onto our flight tonight, all of our passengers had been sitting in the airport for 12 hours. So they were all just like, honestly, in like the worst moods. And, which I mean, I would understand, like being stuck in an airport for 12 hours is not fun. The flight over here was a little bit difficult. I'm not going to lie. But anyways, the flight that we were supposed to take at 5 p.m. ended up delaying until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. So I don't really know what happened, but we got taken off that one, put on a different one, and here we are. We made it to Atlanta. I did the room checks. Anyway, just wanted to give y'all an update on what's been happening. I want out of this uniform so bad. So I'm gonna go. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Also, I've stayed at this hotel like 3 different times, and I always forget that they have this fridge right here, and it's not even a real fridge. It's like a drink cooler, and my food never stays cold when I use this. Gotta get my pajamas out. I'm so excited to get out of this uniform. My goodness. Oh, and I have pajamas. Going to bring my makeup bag and put it in the bathroom. This hotel kind of has good lighting. I wish we could wear our hair down with our uniforms. I think it'd be cute, but I mean, I get why we wear it up for service and everything, but like, I don't know. I feel like I also had something else to tell you guys, but I don't really remember what it was. Okay, I'm gonna change real quick, then I'll just changed into my pajamas. Just realized that I haven't even showed you the room yet, so I've been here a couple of times and I know I've already shown up before, but walk in and the bathroom is right there. And then got the bed, and then I have this little cute little couch. Put my suitcase right here, all my bags, and my food. I just put my food away too, and then I plopped my uniform down right here. But oh, and my cute little puppy. The entire drive this morning to the airport, I kept thinking that I forgot something, and I was like, no, I have everything. And then it hit me when I was on the plane that so I forgot something that I like just got for flying, and I bought it off of Amazon for Amazon Prime Day, but it's one of those like hot water bottles that has like a cover, so you put like hot like boiling water on it, and then you can put it on your stomach for cramps. You can put it just on your body to warm you up. And I was thinking, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so cold, because if you're a flight attendant and you know like the back galley always gets so stinking cold. I was freezing back there today. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then it hit me. I'm like, I forgot my hot water bottle. And I really, really wanted to try out this trip, but I forgot it at home. So we fly from Atlanta to Baltimore and then back to Atlanta. And then we end up laying over in Fort Lauderdale. And I have not been to Fort Lauderdale yet, and I'm very excited because I hear the hotel that we stay at is super nice. So I'm very excited. And we don't stay on the beach, but we stay near a beach, and I'm really hoping that I have time to go walk down to the beach. So I thought I was gonna be able to stay up for a little bit, but turns out I cannot. I am tired. So I'm gonna head to bed, and I will talk to you in the morning. Good night. Okay, my makeup is all finished. Now I'm going to do something with this hair. I'm just gonna end up probably just slicking it back. I am wearing a towel, by the way. Just finished my hair and my makeup. I did a slicked back look today, and honestly right now I'm just gonna put all of my stuff back in my suitcase, and I'll change into my uniform when I'm done, because if I can hold off on putting my uniform on, I will. Like, I do not want to wear it any longer than I have to. I have everything, my full uniform on, and everything is packed up. Honestly, I'm a little worried because in Atlanta today, it looks like there are, like, those clouds don't look too good. So I'm really hoping we don't have a delay. Okay, I'm like just about to head down to the lobby, and Chris Scheduling just called me, and they changed my report time. So now I don't even know. Now you guys, I can't even make this up. Like, I don't even know what time I'm leaving. Okay, I'm just gonna go meet my crew downstairs and you guys, we've been delayed 3 hours now, so I'm just hanging out in the Atlanta airport and
unfortunately, yes. So
hey you guys, it is 2:57 a.m. Do you remember me telling you about that storm earlier? And I said, oh, I hope it doesn't storm, those clouds look angry or whatever. Well, my entire day got messed up because of the weather in Atlanta. I was supposed to fly from Atlanta to Baltimore, back to Atlanta, and then to Fort Lauderdale. And let me tell you, I'm not in Fort Lauderdale right now. First flight got delayed, and it was because the inbound flight couldn't land in Atlanta because there was weather. So our inbound was delayed, and then that delayed us going to Baltimore, and then it delayed us coming back from Baltimore to Atlanta. So all those flights delayed. We were gonna end up missing our Fort Lauderdale flight. So we got pulled off of that original layover, and then they just had us in Atlanta. So we were just gonna fly, just do a quick little turn, Atlanta to Baltimore, back to Atlanta, and then stay at the same place we stayed at last night, then just work the Atlanta to Seattle flight home the next day. And then on the next flight, right after takeoff, I get a message from scheduling saying that I have been rerouted, and I was rerouted to work a Savannah flight, and the rest of my crew is going off to Birmingham. So I was the only one in my crew that had to fly to Savannah, and right when we landed was when we were supposed to be boarding that flight to go to Savannah. So I ended up delaying the entire flight to Savannah because I was working another one and I just couldn't get there fast enough. I mean, we had to deplane and we had to wait on the tarmac for forever because there was just so much traffic and congestion, and they delayed the flight because they need 4 flight attendants to board. They couldn't even board without me there. So I delayed the flight into Savannah tonight. So if you were on that, I am so sorry, but I was working another flight. I promise you I wasn't just late because I wanted to be. But yeah, anyway, I'm in Savannah now and I only have 9 hours. And so I went from having this nice, beautiful Fort Lauderdale layover that was 17 hours long to now being in Savannah, Georgia for 9 hours. And then tomorrow's not even bad. I have 2 deadheads. I fly from Savannah to Atlanta and then Atlanta to Seattle, and I don't have to work those flights. As of now, I'm not working those flights, that always could change, but that's my night. So I'm exhausted. It's literally 3:02 a.m. My hotel that I'm staying at right now, that my company put me at, doesn't have transportation past midnight, and so I had to wait for an Uber at the Savannah airport, and I had to wait 25 minutes for Uber to find me a ride. And luckily I'm not paying for any of this because like we don't pay for hotels when we go on our layovers, and my company's paying for my Uber. They're the one that booked it. But it's just been such a long day, and that is the life of a flight attendant. You literally never know what's gonna happen, and the moment that you sign in for a trip, you could be rerouted, you could be, that's why you just can't get comfortable. Like if you have like a good layover, like most of the time you're gonna be able to go to that layover, but like I was so excited to have a Fort Lauderdale layover and go to the beach. And now I'm in Savannah, like with barely enough time to sleep. But anyway, all is good. I have a hotel room. It's all good. But y'all, I'm tired. I'm gonna get some rest, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Good night. Good morning. I woke up probably about an hour ago and I'm about to head to the airport. I just realized I don't have any clothes to deadhead in, so I'm probably gonna be stuck in my uniform for the next 6 hours.
Okay, you're welcome. Thanks, Joe.
Hello, hopefully you can see me, but I made it back to Spokane. Let's talk about today. I originally had 2 deadheads, the first one being Savannah to Atlanta. That one ended up delaying, so I ended up missing my next deadhead from Atlanta to Seattle. Also, by the way, a deadhead is when the airlines will relocate you either to your next working flight or back to your base. And so that's what they were doing today. They were relocating me back to base because they didn't need me to work that flight home. So I just rode as a passenger and I still get paid for it. But I missed my deadhead flight to Seattle back to base, and so I decided to request a deviation from that deadhead, and I ended up just going straight back to Spokane, which worked out really well. I didn't really feel like having to fly through Seattle. That would have just been a lot, but anyway, I'm back in Spokane and it's 11, no, what time is it? It is 11:50 p.m. I am gonna drive home and I have to work a red eye tomorrow night, so I'm like torn between staying up and falling asleep late so I can sleep all day tomorrow and then commute back to Seattle for the Anchorage red eye, or do I go to bed and then wake up early tomorrow and then take a nap? Like, I don't know what I'm doing yet. But anyway, I'm gonna drive home and I'm probably not gonna vlog anything else tonight just because today's been a day. This whole trip has just been so crazy. But I get to turn around and go back to work again tomorrow. So I'm gonna drive back and I will see you probably in the morning. Good night. I'm back home. Honestly, just gonna leave that there. Good morning, it's the next day. It's Tuesday, July 30th, and I am making breakfast. I have bacon out on the stove, but really quickly, I wanted to show you what I'm doing to repack my bag. So I kind of just dumped everything from my like black carry-on onto the bed. So I have like all of my stuff that was in here, so I'm just gonna pack the things that I need and then I'll put a couple more things in here. Since it is only a red eye, it's a turn, I don't really need that much stuff, so I will show you what I put in here. All right, so this is my breakfast. It's a bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel. Before I start getting ready, I have this package from Ulta that I wanted to open up. So I got 2 things. One are these little makeup sponges. I got some new makeup brushes. I got the Morphe. It's the 8-piece face and eye brush set. It comes in this little black tube. All the brushes in here. And I'm going to do my hair. I use these 2 products. It's the Oribe Hair Alchemy Fortifying Treatment Serum, and then I use the Oribe Royal Blowout Heat Styling Spray. And then I'm just gonna brush it out with this Tangle teaser brush. And then I will just check in back with you when I finish my makeup because I need to kind of move quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and pack my little carry-on bag because it's different for what I pack. 3-day trip versus a turn, so really quickly. I don't have a whole lot of time to go through this. This is my iPad. I just bring this to watch, well, not watch movies. I bring this to read because we do not have Wi-Fi on this flight from Seattle to Alaska because it goes over the ocean. So there's a known coverage gap and we just don't have Wi-Fi. So I bring this. I also bring this bag that has all of my little cards in it, my extra portable charger, and just company related things. And then I have these 2 items, which I've shown you before, and I always just keep these in my bag. And then I'm gonna bring my portable charger. I don't think I'll need it, but just in case. I have my headphones that I'll use for when I'm commuting. And then in here, I have my black sleep mask, and I don't use this obviously when I'm working, but just for commuting purposes, I'll probably be so tired tomorrow and just use this to block out the light. And then it also comes with these like earplugs. And then I bring my perfume, and I wear the YSL Libre, and this, you guys, I get so many compliments whenever I wear this. And then of course I have my passport in here, my wallet, my crew badge. I have all of my lip products in here as well. Obviously, I'll bring my work phone. And then I have this hot water bottle with a cover, and I got this on Amazon like 2 weeks ago. You just put boiling water in here, but I just use it for keeping warm on the aircraft because flying over the ocean, it is cold. I don't care if it's summer, it is freezing on those planes. And then just in case something happens, we get stranded in Anchorage or we have to get a hotel, I did bring a little bag of pair of pajamas and extra underwear and socks and things like that. So this is just my like emergency overnight. And then I also have a blanket for when I'm commuting. I get cold on my commuting flight. And then I'm also going to be bringing a Celsius, so that's going in there as well. Of course, I'm bringing my own phone, but yeah, I think that's everything that I'm going to be bringing. And obviously I'll have my camera, but I'm recording on you right now. And then I did switch over my luggage tag from my suitcase to this carry-on because people will be taking your stuff if you don't tag it. Now I'm gonna go change into my uniform and probably pack a snack for tonight just because it's already like 4 or 5 o'clock and I won't be back until tomorrow at 6 a.m. And then for dinner tonight, I am bringing these s'mores caramel clusters from Costco, and then I also have this miso ramen that I'll eat that on the plane tonight. One more update. I ended up switching out my kiwi guava Celsius for this orange one because I'm gonna try mixing it with the little cream packets that we have on the plane, so it'll maybe be kind of like a creamsicle. I don't know, we're gonna try it. I'm about to go to my gate and I will see you on the plane. Just landed in Anchorage. We are waiting to board, but
They're gonna board in about 5 minutes. We have 1 aisle chair, 1 regular wheelchair, completely full. We're hoping to be a little early. The captain lives here, so the captain's not here yet. And when the captain gets here, we will have permission to leave early.
woohoo! Let's leave early! Anyway, like I said, made it to Anchorage.
or in your seat pocket. Larger.
I made it back to Spokane. Today has been such a long day. I'm exhausted, but the Anchorage red eye turn, it really wasn't bad. A passenger made me this little bracelet, and they brought them for our pilots too, and our pilots were both female, so it was kind of cute. Crew is really, I don't want to use this term because it always has like a negative connotation with it, but my crew is very intense. They were a very senior crew to me, so I'm like number 27,000 in the system, and at my company seniority is absolutely everything, and I was flying with people who were in the 4 digits. So, and I'm 27,000 something. Just like had it dialed in. I don't even know how to say that. So anyway, now I'm back home and I plan on sleeping for the next several hours. And then I have the rest of today off. Today's Wednesday, by the way. I have the rest of today off, and then I have Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, and then I have 8 days starting on Sunday. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning into this vlog. If you made it this far, awesome. Thank you so much for watching, but I will see you in my next vlog.